What's up, guys? So whether you're trying to compete in an SQ competition or you just want your front stage to sound live like you're sitting at a concert, sound staging and getting your speakers in the correct location is absolutely critical. Door locations like these are known for being terrible for getting your soundstage right, but we have to work with what we have to work with in a vehicle. So being able to put more drivers down here to get more mid bass or to get more separation of stereo is a plus. One of the ways you can do that is with pods from customspeakerpods.com. You can change what drivers fit and add more drivers and other things down here, plus repositioning them for better soundstage. And if you're interested in these, go to the link down below. Click on that, use my coupon code, get 10% off. But when it comes to imaging, the best thing you can do is to put the speakers in the location where you want to hear the sound coming from. That's going to be the no-brainer right there. A set of these guys on your A-pillars will allow you to put a mid and tweeter, or just a mid or just a tweeter, or whatever you want up here in the area where you're wanting that sound field to come from, up high at eye level. This is going to give you the image out in front of your vehicle that you're expecting from a good quality setup. And again, link down below, you can get these things for your car. Clickety click. Using a digital signal processor, or a DSP, can allow you to make changes digitally to fix problems in the physical world. Of course, there are limitations, but you can do a lot with a digital signal processor. You can change the alignment of the time. And what that means is, since you've got one driver really close to you and another one really far away, you want this one over here to get to your ear at the same time as this one. Time aligning that will make this one wait for a set length of time and give this signal time to catch up before it plays. So your ears perceive them as being the same distance away. It helps to get that overall sound image in the vehicle. The best way to get good quality sound, though, is to start at the foundation by creating a situation where the sound needs to be corrected the least amount. Start off with good speaker placement, good sound treatment, and good positioning of everything, using the right drivers in the right locations, so that when you get done, you're most of the way there. And then you don't have to do a whole lot with the processor to get it the rest of the way. That's how you play this. One of my favorite tricks is to have my tweeters and my mids located close together, because that way you don't hear one sound coming from over here and the other sound coming from over here. In a lot of cases, in a door, you'll have a mid down here and the tweeter up here or up here somewhere. Having that separation means that time aligning is going to be tricky, and your ear is going to pick up on the fact that the tweeter and the mid are in two different locations. You have to correct that with DSP, and it doesn't always give you the most accurate lifelike representation. However, with these guys, I'm able to put my tweeters right beside my mids. I can run whatever mid I want and whatever tweeter I want. Or I could run a mid here and a 3-inch with a tweeter in it here, coaxial, and have a 3-way setup here, or 2 3-way setups. It's lots of options. And the beautiful thing is, all the sound is coming from the same location, so my ear and my DSP working together can create a scenario where it sounds like it's a nice high sound field out in front of me and not located in different places in the car. Something like this works really well. So in my case, I like my doors to be really loud because I like a lot of volume in the vehicle. But you may not be that person. You may just want it to sound good. If you don't do anything else, a set of pods up here, whether they be something that you make yourself or whether it be ones you pick up by clicking that link down below, are going to help with that. Number one, it's going to put a small, mid, and tweeter right up here on eye level where the sound field should be already, which means less time alignment, less EQing, less work, and naturally it's going to want to be where you want it to be. This choice by itself is a big upgrade. So why not use the stock locations? I mean, they're already there from the factory. Well, while that will work, there are some drawbacks to it. For one, the speaker is mounted recessed up in the door. It's not mounted to this area right here. It's a couple of inches back, which means that the edge of this is causing a loss of sound. You're going to get sound trapped in this panel trying to escape. It's going to change the way that speaker sounds quite a bit, actually. And I've got a video showing how this works. There are treatments you can put behind here, put your driver in, and then put the foam ring around it to help center that sound and get it out. But you're still restricting the outward flow of that sound. It's wanting to come out and radiate, and it's getting forced to go through a hole. And that scenario doesn't create the best off-axis situation. And if you haven't noticed, this thing down here being by my foot in the back is very much off-axis. So it's going to severely limit how much sound is getting out of this door. Now, I don't have these pods put in back here because I don't use my rear panels, but they're the same pods in the front. Adding a custom speaker pod to this allows the driver to be mounted to the outside of the plastic so that the sound can go off axis much easier and create a better sound field even in this bad location. So to summarize this, the best way to get good sound imaging is to put the speakers in the right place. And because that's going to ultimately give you the root, the foundation for everything else. And yes, you can custom build these yourself. Fiberglass, a lot of work. Or you can pay someone to do it. And I got a buddy in the business that builds these, and $2,000 or $3,000 is the kind of the range for door speakers. It's a lot of work, a lot of labor, and a lot of materials. These guys, a couple $100. So, and you could do it in a couple of hours. You know, the prices vary some, but not as bad as you think. The A-pillars are even cheaper. The point is, they allow you to do what you want to do right off the bat. You can physically locate things where they need to be as close as possible, pointed the right directions in the right position. When you're DSPing or tuning, you can position things where you want them a lot easier because they're already pretty much there to begin with. If you guys are looking for SQ, doing this is a huge deal. It allows you to put speakers where you want them. If you're looking for SPL, getting loud, it's still the same thing. It allows you to put more drivers in up where you can hear them quite easily. Like I said, a couple of hours work and you got these things installed, and you can run 2 8s, 2 6s, a 6 and an 8 and a tweeter, 2 6s like I have, 2 6.5s and 2 super tweeters. You realize how much work it is to do this and make it look that good, you know? And I'm talking about, you know, after work, before you go to bed, you could do this. That's cool. Again, links down below. Be sure to use that coupon code though. That's going to save you 10%. That stuff adds up. Oh, and they do have drivers they sell with pods. So you can get a set. You can get the drivers and the pods at the same location. Now guys, understand, I'm not really trying to sell you something. I'm trying to convince you that this works. I've been using these things for, what, 4 years now? And I will never go back to having speakers mounted in the door, original factory locations. Any vehicle that I get custom speaker pods put in here. Because what's there sucks. What this does is bring a whole new level to the game. And I pay for all my equipment, but I absolutely recommend it to everybody. Either build them yourself or buy them. but you want to put your speakers where they want to be. You want the speaker in the location where you want the sound to come from. Okay? You don't want it to come from deep up in the door, coming through all this plastic and getting out. You want it to be mounted where it can project and radiate and give you good off-axis experience. You want these drivers up here where they can absolutely put that sound field right up there on the dash where you want it at. If you're tired of listening to your sound coming from the floor, that link down below is the magic ticket. Don't wince at a little bit of money because it ain't much compared to what it would cost to get them custom done. And trust me, a better investment you will not make in your sound. That little bit of investment is going to be a big, big plus to your sound quality and your volume level. It's a gift that keeps on giving, baby. I'm telling you, this is what I do. This is what I got to tell all my friends to do. All of the people that I talk to, I get them to do the same thing. Whether you have them built custom or not, this solution is what you're looking for. Peace, guys.